Dolphins are like the dogs of the ocean, cute, playful and sociable. But given the fact that they are sociable creatures, they have other social tendencies that you wouldn't tend to see in other animals. Mainly because of the fact that dolphins are very intelligent. And basically what I mean by this is that dolphins have been seen in the wild to basically act as a wingman for their fellow bro, their fellow dolphin brother. I would say he'd fist bump his bro over this, but more so flipper, given the fact we're talking about a dolphin here. Yes, today we're going to be talking about the very strange phenomenon in which dolphins wingman their mates. Hello! Welcome to Brainspill, the laziest show on the internet. My name is Tank, and yes, today we're talking about the fact that in nature, dolphins wingman each other in order to try and court a mate. This all sounds like fun and games on paper, but actually, when I go into a little bit more detail, this is all going to be a little bit more sinister than first meets the eye. And yes, there's a lot to talk about in today's video, and I'm just going to say this out right now. This video isn't for kids, so bear that in mind when going ahead. You've been warned. This is nature we're talking about here. You can pretty much blame the dolphins on this one. As dolphins are deemed to be intelligent animals, they are also considered to be much more socially aware than most other animals, going as far as wild animals forming social groups with other males, mostly those that they are related to, all of which with the sole intention of getting lucky with a female dolphin. Dolphins come in all shapes and sizes, but the studies that I'll be referring to today all pretty much looked at the behaviour through the lens of a bottlenose dolphin, arguably the most well-known species of dolphin. Lead researcher Dr. Fernando Diaz-Aguirre explains that the male dolphins in South Australia's Coffin Bay appear to form these groups with close relations, mainly due to the fact that they probably feel more comfortable and at ease with family, which makes complete sense. These sorts of behaviours in social groups haven't been seen in dolphins in captivity, mainly because of the fact that they're probably in an aquatic prison and can't really go out and have that independence like many wild dolphins do. I mean, put it this way, if you're a dolphin and you're in captivity, your options are pretty limited. Why would you need a wingman when you're pretty much the only choice there? The study I'll be looking at today was undertaken in southern Australia, as the dolphins found that if they'd work together in larger groups, they would be more successful in finding a mate. Fernando went on to comment on the following tactic these dolphins would undertake. There are not enough females to go around, so the males work together to herd a female away from the pod and then would court her as a collective. Yeah, I'm not really too much of a fan of where this is going, people. Like I said, this is nature. Now, I should probably provide a little bit of context behind that quote, because yes, whilst there is normally an even amount of male and female dolphins, it's not always going to be a balanced amount, due to the fact that once a dolphin becomes pregnant and then gives birth to a calf, that is pretty much the only calf it has for that period of its life. And that dolphin can be a mother for anywhere up to 5 years before the calf, now fully grown dolphin, goes off on its way. So really, that is a long period of time where there is a female that isn't looking for a man in its life, because that dolphin is a strong, independent dolphin who don't need no man in her life. These young dolphin, once they grow to about 5 years of age, will then go off and join a pod to hone their skills in whatever will best suit them in the future. So, for females, they might stick near their mothers in order to be better prepared for motherhood, or look out to be better hunters to be able to feed themselves and any potential offspring they may have. Whilst the males, on the other hand, basically go to dolphin college and join a dolphin frat, or a pod in this case, and they are seen to socialise together a lot more. And it is those social skills that the dolphin will learn and develop in order to help them court a mate in the future, with scientists even noting that the dolphins will tend to stick together in their own families, more so due to the fact that if only one of them gets lucky, at least their bloodline is the one to go on, rather than just being a wingman for any other dolphin that's out there. These groups also ensure that they can protect a female from other male dolphins who might try and do the same. It's not just in Australia that these behaviours have been identified and studied, however, with similar social behaviours having been found in populations in bottlenose dolphins elsewhere. So it's just in the dolphin code to do this. So yeah, if the dolphins are doing this and were acting in a way where they were civil, courteous and almost gentlemanlike to the female dolphins, then I'd respect it. But we all know that's probably not the reality here. As, well, a common behaviour that has been seen is that if a dolphin looks to court a female dolphin that has a calf, which isn't theirs, the first thing the male dolphin will do is pretty much punt that little guy as far as they can. And no, I'm not joking, that is a behaviour that they've actually done in the wild. Basically, kick the child aside and say, not on my watch. This rather sickening behaviour actually has a term called Porpocide. And yeah, I wouldn't Google it because it's pretty nasty. So these sociocide dolphins pretty much go ahead as bullies and punt the poor calf into submission, not because there's any risk of territory or food scarcity, you know, any other reason that might mitigate the fact as to why they do this, but this act of cruelty is basically done just because they can. So yeah, bet you didn't think I'd be saying that in today's video, and that's partly why at the start I did give you the warning and saying this one ain't for kids. Mainly because the kids are the ones that are going to get punted. And yes, whilst we're talking about the fact that this video isn't child friendly, we should probably address the elephant in the room and talk about the thing that I've omitted to talk about the entire time. And that is what the reality of the dolphin wingman method actually is. Basically, with all the males in the pod segregating a female away so they can court her. I think you can probably guess where this is going. Because yes, I know that we would all love for nature to be just like a Disney movie, but the reality is a lot more messy than that. In nature, let's just call it by its scientific name, non-consensual copulation, either from a single dolphin or multiple dolphins at the same time. So yeah, this wingmanning thing isn't quite what you'd expect it to be. Nature is pretty messed up. This activity extends to pretty much anything and everything that they can get their flippers on. From dead fish, eels, ocean trash, jellyfish, and even other male dolphins. They will try it on with whatever and whomever they feel like. On some occasions, even humans. They truly have no shame. That's right, there's the Turner phrase, bros before hoes, and then the literal interpretation of that, you know, whatever floats your boat, I guess. So yeah, this was one of those facts I found online, and then when researching into it further, found out the reality of what it was actually about. So if I'm going to tell you, I'm going to tell you the full story, and you can expect nothing less. If you liked the video, be sure to like and subscribe. If you want to be notified as soon as I upload my next video, be sure to hit the bell button. And if you've got any ideas for what topics you'd like me to discuss next, let me know down in the comments below. As always, sources used in the video will be in the description. Right, so now I've twisted your reality on what dolphins are actually like in the wild, rather than what you see on news and media, I think your perception of what a dolphin actually is going to be pretty skewed from now on. Cute, innocent, sociable? Yeah, I don't think so. I'll see you guys in the next video. Fantastic.